What happened? What a new intro.
Yeah, you didn't get warned. The rest of us got warned to expect a new intro. Hello and welcome everybody to a brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm your cousin Jedi, joined as always by the great Dom Over, the always steady Styx Boy 73, and the architect joesduelin. And ladies and gentlemen, we are fortunate enough tonight to be joined by the great Flops. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for popping in. We appreciate it, and we know your time is quite early over there now, late or early, however you want to look at it, I guess.
Yeah, like 2:30 in the morning there, is that correct?
It's 2:30. Yeah, I got a link saying that this was going to lead to a video about sexy goth girls, and I just ended up.
Well, any other night, any other night, it might be. Yeah, we're live.
Hey, sexy goth girls. I'm with that.
Do you always stay up this late?
Yes.
Or is this just?
Let's get this.
Do you really?
I'm acting like I'm hard done by, but this is nothing new this time of day.
So, as always, we normally do a lot of either artist spotlights, title spotlights, character spotlights, and it's been a while since we kind of revisited a full spotlight of your work, and you've kind of blown up quite a bit, I would say, since the last time you were on Rennavision, and especially since that Third Eye exclusive came out, that first cover. You've been hitting it on Kickstarter. You've been hitting it in some of the mainstream titles, exclusives. So you have a lot more work now. So we kind of figure we go through a little retrospective of some of the stuff that's out there for people that might just be getting exposed to some of your work, to know what else is out there, and give you a chance to talk about some of the new stuff that's coming out too, which is pretty exciting. So we'll start back at the beginning. That Rogues Gallery Third Eye exclusive. I know that was my first exposure back in 2022 to the work of Flops, and I was like, I have to have this stuff, and it started my obsession with it, with all of your work at this point. I'm always pleased to see you do a lot of comic work, but I see you more as a pop artist because you work in a lot of other medias too. You do album covers, T-shirts, all kinds of different things, and there's always a fun pack of stuff. When you order something from Flops, you're always getting something fun, some art that's in there, a little binder in there of some fun games. There's always just some really great stuff. So it's great to see that.
I appreciate it, Bruce.
You better, Bruce.
That you're expanded beyond comics as well. So it's fun to have a true kind of pop artist on to walk through things. I get you've done the Betty and Veronica cover, the Cabrina Cini, along with the Geek Girl cover from the Kickstarter stuff. A lot of the stuff was harder to come by early on. You had the Happy Horror Days. I'm always a big fan of Archie stuff, and Archie covers are always fantastic. So the Happy Horror Days was fantastic. The Pulp Fiction homage on Magic Powder, which I think you're having another cover coming out on Magic Powder as well pretty soon.
We've got stuff in the works. I'm always happy to join with that creative team on anything they do. Yeah.
Excellent. That's the other fun thing. You team up with people in the UK quite a bit as well, which is fun from a Kickstarter standpoint, because they tend to go kind of under the radar, some of the UK Kickstarters. Yeah. And it's always fantastic when I come across them when I'm looking for Kickstarters. Like, oh, there's Flops one here. Convert to pounds for me. You have your old October Brianna cover, which was a lot of fun as well. You started to hit some of the mainstream titles with the Harriet Tubman, which was great. You had the Good Deeds cover, the Binary Sea, a lot of good old stuff out there, which I urge people to look for. You can still pick this stuff up and get in early on a lot of the Flops early work that's out there.
Joe, you said you started this. You started kind of at the beginning, some of his older stuff. What is like the oldest comic book? That he's obviously a young man, so I don't know how far back this could go. So.
The Rogues Gallery was my first one. That was like it got a significantly wider reach, and I'd done a few Kickstarters and indie titles before then, so it can get a bit muddled up. But I think that's the starting point for a lot of people.
So what
Yeah,
year was Rogues Gallery? Was that
2022.
2022? Okay, good.
Yeah, around July of 2022 that hit.
I think it was 2020 that I started doing stuff. So that was a couple of years of build up to that.
Nice. The Toxic Summer cover, which was an open order cover. It's always fun when I see Flops open order cover, and can stock up on them. You had the two Mad Love covers, which were absolutely phenomenal. What I'll find later in this kind of retrospective as well is normally when I do the retrospectives, I can normally find a lot of the covers and have nice pictures of everything. It was very hard to track down stuff that I know you had done. So instead I had to end up taking pictures of a lot of my own stuff. So yes, Heavy Metal 5 this week.
Yes.
That's you're writing in heavy metal as well. That's fun. You're dipping your toe. You had the Eurotech stuff where you had your first interiors, and now you got the writing as well. It's fantastic.
It's been really cool because even the Eurotech comic, it was that was writing and drawing as well, and just getting these sorts of opportunities to show that I can tell stories as well as sometimes I think I can tell stories. I'm not a very good writer, but I can tell stories.
Well, it's fun because you get to illustrate them as well. So that's
it's fun nice. For the readers, fingers crossed. But for me, it's a lot of hair pulling. It's interiors are challenging.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah.
You had the most recent Pop Kill exclusive as well, which was fantastic. I don't know. For a series that only had 4 issues, I have more issues of Pop Kill and covers of Pop Kill than I know what to do with at this point. But it's wonderful because they just keep getting better and better. I love the Canto. The Canto was fun because it was like, this is kind of something a little out of the ordinary. That was a lot of fun. And Canto's a fun book, and I always loved that one. The Washed with Blood. Every preview site you go to has a different cover.
Oh yeah,
for this.
I think I drove everybody at Massive insane with that because the cover that I had drawn, it's widely available everywhere. While I was drawing it, I realized that it was just awful in every possible way. So I pitched at the last second to just completely redo it. So the original got into previews and stuff like that, and then this one was the one that was released.
Yep, that's as you can tell, this is the one I took a picture of my own for this one.
Oh yeah, backed and forward, very cool.
I loved Fantastic Freaks.
Show
Lodge stuff is great. Both covers have been a lot of fun. And the Carmilla covers, I love this cover you had on there. I will say the Mexifunk cover on that Kickstarter was probably the spiciest of the choosings for that Carmilla cover. But I love the old Copper Top homage. It's never a bad thing.
Yeah, it's fun. Anytime I get to team up with those guys, I'm obsessed with hearing their ideas and stuff. Because the Coppertone stuff it wasn't really something that I was aware of. But then the more you delve into it, it's in comics just so often that's crazy.
Yeah. It is an accepted trope in comics for covers to have Coppertone homages. Yeah. You had your first little corner box with Public Defender, which was fun.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like I'd done a lot of corner boxes just for fun, and then as soon as someone realized, actually we could actually put that on a comic that could be fun, and then it just escalated from there.
I love it, and like I said, I own a few copies myself. I will collect your work even if it's just on quarter boxes.
That's the smallest piece of mine. That's in any collection.
You had the exclusives for Exquisite Corpses, big book now, which are fantastic. You had
That's my second. I think the Exquisite Corpses is. So I'm just beginning. Joe kind of turned me on to your work. Just because a lot of his pickups that he shows here when we do our pickups, he'll show, and I'm like, okay, I really like the palette. I think it's kind of a cool. Just the whole thing's kind of a cool vibe. I think Vampirella. I think your Vampirella cover might be the first in my flops PC. I think this might be the second.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
in
it's
the
been-
beginning stages.
With 616, they've the comics that they're putting out on a regular basis. It was fun to get involved with them, and this one and Vampirella had a bit more chest than a lot of other covers. So I think they ended up being quite popular.
Yeah, the whole Vampirella Red Sonja stuff falls into our wheelhouse. In terms
we're talking about the Red Sonja before you hopped on. Yeah, the Red Sonja, I think that just came out yesterday or day before, or whenever. I don't know when 616 and Comic Elite dropped it, but yeah, that's a great one too.
Just last night, it's still fresh.
Yeah, and it's always, I love when somebody does a Vampirella cover and a Red Sonja cover, because then I have to have both, and then I compare the both and figure out which one I like more.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. Yeah, the Berserker cover was great from Boom. When Boom does those little reserves and stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. And Berserker cover was fantastic, which, hey, should come into play at some point. They want to make the movie, so.
Yeah, there's the thing with, I could tell a million stories praising Boom, but they mentioned this cover as part of the blind bags and as an exclusive on the website, and I said, how far can I lean into the 90s angle? How extreme can I take it? How many veins? How many muscles? They just let me loose. So it's that was awesome.
That's always nice. So it's always nice when you can not have to be restrained in terms of putting out something.
Very lucky.
One of the books that caught a lot of fire was the Something of Killing the Children. People were going crazy about that at the cons. And that book out of the gate was a pricey book to try to find, but fantastic nonetheless. And you got to do a glow in the dark cover. That's always fun. I
was going to say, how long has that cover been out? Because truth be told, this is the first time I'm seeing that Something is Killing the Children cover.
That was
wow, that's an awesome cover. Good God.
That was New York, so
October.
Yeah, that was this year's NYCC.
It sold out in a heartbeat. There was like a huge line. People just bought it. Like every time I went to the table, it was gone.
It was really interesting because it was bagged with people like Peach Momoko, who obviously people fight each other over. But it ended up being the most in demand in the aftermarket or something like that, I think.
You were the belle of the ball.
You belle of the ball, is it? Yeah. And again, the glow in the dark one, it was completely just a really lovely coincidence, because I was drawing it with glow in the dark in mind, not even imagining it as a possibility, and Boom just did it, and it was such a nice surprise.
That's fun. It's fun.
I got that Department of Truth cover. I got that one. I know I picked that one up.
Yeah, the Department of Truth one was good, and the Marian Heretic as well. Everyone loves hot, sexy nuns that like to beat the shit out of people nowadays.
I'll get on top of the Department of Truth one. I must clarify for any viewers, that's just me colouring, because I could not draw that angle in a million years. The Akira homage.
Yet another trope in comics.
That perspective.
You really laid it on with the Rick and Morty stuff. They let you kind of run wild with that, with the connecting covers for the Rick and Morty versus the Universe, as well as the Summer of Love and Last Mort Standing and Beth of Death as well, which was a lot of fun. I like to see you doing a lot of different things, which is fun. So I was like, oh, Flops is doing Rick and Morty. That's going to be fun. They were all fantastic covers.
It's been really cool seeing the photos of people lining them up next to each other to form the whole image. But yeah, it was a crazy experience drawing that. There was, in the time period where I was drawing that, there was so many things happened, and I nearly went insane. But it came out, people enjoyed it. So that was a cool one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The Craniacs cover was fun. That was just a fun cover. The Hello Halloween was another one that was a big one. People went crazy for that cover as well. That whole series with Hello Darkness is fantastic, and all the spin-offs. So I was happy to see, because I have a whole short box of Hello Darkness books, and I was happy to see, I can add some flops to that. And that made me happy. And I know our friend Stixs here is a huge Doctor Who fan. Was ecstatic to see that you had 2 Doctor Who covers for this issue, and you'll have some on the upcoming series as well.
Yeah. Very excited for that. This was obviously probably the one I was looking forward to, because all your covers are great, but Doctor Who and one of your covers, that's a double whammy for me. So I'm glad to have that in my collection.
You made Stixs a happy man. There you go.
Yeah, well, that was the goal. It's again the BBC and Titan Comics. They were very. They released a color in your own cover variant, just completely black and white. I think that was such a cool thing on cool paper. And the next cover that's being released soon, the direction was a bit of a retro vibe again, but we wanted to take it in a much darker direction than this one. So I think it's going to surprise a lot of people just seeing something a bit more intimidating from me.
Okay.
We're excited. We've been looking for, we keep looking at the previews, and just the A cover is there so far, and none of the other covers. So we're anxiously awaiting to see what comes out.
Are there any comics flops that you just dying to do? Like, are you a big Doctor Who fan? Stixs is trying to turn me and Joe into Doctor Who fans. It's a slow,
one episode at a time.
Road to hoe. He's working on it. But are there any comics that you just like really would just love to sink your teeth in? Like Don's probably the biggest Star Wars fan here. Would you love to do a Star Wars cover or something like that? Or how would you attack that?
Oh, there's a million different things. Doctor Who, it was kind of an obligation. If you're a British comic artist, you have to do it, or they take your passport away.
Hey.
Yeah.
But also childhood fear of the Daleks, getting to revisit that while I'm busy drawing them at the minute. That's been really fun. There's stuff like Turtles, the Phantom.
The Phantom would be great.
Dick Tracy. There's a million. The list could go on and on. I've just been, every time I get contacted about any cover, it's always just a pleasant surprise. So the list is very long.
We love to see it. I'm always surprised. I'm like, oh, Flops is doing this. Oh, Flops is doing this, and it's always something I wasn't expecting, and that's always wonderful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Of course, the Evelyn Unconquered and Frankenstein the Unconquered, fantastic covers. I had to dig into my own collection for this, as you can tell by the qualified stickers over the nudity. Again, fantastic stuff. Jedi and I are big Kickstarter fans, so I know I'm always looking for your stuff on Kickstarter, and it's not easy. Kickstarter isn't easy to find. Oh, I wonder if this artist is doing something outside of like looking at your feed to see if, hey, I have this project coming up. It's hard. You can't just kind of search on Kickstarter for flops, and all the stuff comes up. So it's always fun looking through all the Kickstarters and then coming across something like, oh, there's flops covering.
Anytime I see one of your covers on a Kickstarter, I will immediately post it onto our little chat room, because Joe and Pete, who owns the channel, are big Flops fans. And so I'll immediately post it over there. That way they'll think I'm one of the cool kids that hey, look, another Flops cover. So they'll give me a little street cred as far as those two go.
Pretty recently, Moloch the Damned came out, which was fantastic. And then, again, open order cover, the Rafael Garcia Henchman cover, which was that whole series is just it's a lot of fun. And of course, Blood of the Grunge. Both covers were fantastic for that. Enjoyed that Kickstarter quite a lot.
I think the Henchman one's been really cool. Just seeing that around, that's been nice. Malik the Damned, I've got a new cover coming out very soon for the next issue, so that's going to be really cool. Just because those Kickstarters, that the whole team, they really crush it with those ones. And Blood of the Grunge working on something else with that team, so it's just a lot of I keep saying
and I love that. I love that when I can get multiple issues of a Kickstarter series where I can get the same artist across a lot of multiple covers. It's always nice. But yeah, it does have to be fun. I mean, how is that experience? Now you're doing some open order covers and stuff like that. So it's like you walk into an LCS and like, oh, that's my book.
Yeah, it's especially with heavy metal this week.
Yes.
Number 5. That's just seeing that in my local shop, which is like very Funko Pop dominated. That's really cool.
That has to be cool.
They're everywhere.
Aren't they all?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's my Vampy.
There's my
hit the
Baron
beautiful
cover.
Baroness recently, which was nice.
I got
You had
those.
an Invincible cover. I mean, there's few hotter properties now than Invincible. People love Invincible. And later we'll see the Battle Beast cover as well. But it's a great property to be able to do some covers on because there's some hardcore collectors in there. And yeah, the Vampy is wonderful. But both versions of that Vampy are fantastic covers.
Did Dynamite push back? Because we've heard from a couple of artists that have done Vampirella covers that Dynamite would push back and were like, no, $2 too big. The boobs are too big. Were you on the money, or did they push back and like, no, make them a little smaller?
Unless 616 had some sort of fight behind the scenes, I didn't hear any of it.
You nailed it.
That's
good.
I did when I was nearly finished with it. I sent the in progress image to 616, and I said, "Look, I don't know how this is going to go. Do you want me to tone down the hips and thighs a bit?" And I just got a hell no in response. So
that is the proper response to that. That is the exact proper response.
That was fun.
I loved it. I love a good thicker Vampy. Again, now you see, I had to dig into my collection for a few of these. So Geek Girl, which was wrapped up with that Cavalcellini Kickstarter as well. That one just delivered not that long ago. They keep that's one thing I love about Kickstarters. When they come back up, sometimes you can catch up on stuff that you've missed, and that makes it great for a lot of these series if you happen to miss something or maybe just want an extra copy or so. But again, two covers for the Torch, Torch Claims the Skies, which was great.
Yeah, loads of fun. Just getting to dive into the science fiction stuff and also just being able to do different versions of the logo and tweak that like that. That's really cool. Yeah,
people love Virgins, but the trade dress is so much fun. It's part of a comic, and it just adds to the feel of a comic to me. Of course, your annuals. I loved the Mannequin Monroe card that was in the annual. Again, fantastic way to be able to pick up some great Flops art, be able to see a lot of the work that you've done. They're always great. Always available. Will they be available from the Flops comic site in the future versus the old Big Cartel site?
So what we're doing is to make it so, because like 95% of my audience is over your side of the pond, we're keeping the flopscomics.com store as American distribution through Sequential Art Comics. And then anything I release just as a self-published thing, I'll be just doing that and packaging it over here. Because the shipping is a little bit more from the UK, so I think it makes sense to keep them as two separate things. And just the amount of stuff I'm going to be doing with other artists, I think it makes sense to just keep that in its own world.
Nice.
Joe and I are always saying that, and I believe they're listening, that artists should do more art books.
Yes.
So. We love those. I love those. I collect those. How often would you say that you release a Flops art book?
I was doing them, and again, I need a new name because I was calling them Floppy Metal, thinking I would never be in heavy metal. So that's an in progress thing. I think I did 4 or 5 annuals, maybe 4.
Okay.
And then I skipped the most recent year to incorporate that into my hardcover art book that's going to be launching soon. So that's just Yeah, I do recommend it for every artist. It's just if you've got people who enjoy your work, you might as well make something that's available to them. And you can do it for so cheap nowadays that there's no, especially with
How
print
do you
on demand
promote that?
services.
Do you promote that on IG, or do you have several platforms? Like I know Joe and I were talking. You do have a website with a storefront, I believe, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Do you also promote it on IG and other platforms to try and?
Yeah, it's a case of I'm constantly complaining and moaning about how social media works, because I think over 3 platforms, I've got like maybe 30,000 followers in total spread out across 3 platforms. And Twitter is the one that has the most followers, but I will never see a single sale from Twitter. Even though I get the most engagement there, never a single sale. Whereas Instagram, it's a much, much smaller response and engagement, but that's where all of the sales come from. So I think people are just more wallet happy. Yeah, they've got a bit more money on Instagram.
I think the audience for IG, for Instagram, is a lot more niche. Like there's a lot of hardcore comic people that just in the community all talk to each other and stuff like that, and post a lot, and there's a lot more there. Whereas Twitter's just kind of just dispersed across everything and gets a little crazy.
If you're an artist who can get on Instagram and build up an audience, then you might as well just build up the audience, make a quick collection of your work or zine or comic or whatever you want to do, and then just make a print-on-demand comic for free and just link it through Instagram. There's a million different ways to make a profit from your stuff.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I love about some of the projects you've had and some of the stuff that you had for sale. Like Stripped feels like a great little zine that I used to get back in the early 90s, late 80s, that somebody would put together some just badass shit and just publish it and put it out. Even the Wax Pack little booklet was a hell of a lot of fun. Like I said, there's always fun stuff when you buy your stuff. It's not like, hey, I'm just getting a comic. You always have a lot of fun little things in there that are a lot of fun.
So you're getting Flops. You're getting at least one. You've gotten one suggestion for your new title for your art book. We'll know what you think about it. Floppy junk.
Floppy junk.
It'd be fun to see if the chat could come up with a few others. I'm going to challenge them to come up with a few others for you.
Yeah, I will say that the hardcover art book, because it's like my first hardcover personal experience, I wanted to come up with a crazy, like really powerful name for myself. And I went through a few different names, and I landed on 6 Years of Flops, because I just think it sounds just so funny, just having just like, that would mean bad for anything else if it wasn't my name.
It sounds like a fall album or something. It's perfect.
Nothing beats a good double entendre, though. I always enjoy a good double entendre. So something along those lines is always fun.
But again, like I said, your Kickstarter work has always been fantastic. I love the Switchblade Stories cover. It was fantastic. Carmilla Unbound, still one of the best asses on the cover. I will say, hands down.
Yeah,
I love the action.
Now.
The action figure variant, I was like, I'm tired of action figure variants. Oh, Happy Goth Girl. I will definitely be buying that. Definitely was not going to pass that up at all. Again, on the other annual, you had that great Wonder Woman, one of my favorite Wonder Woman covers. And nobody should ever pass up a Face It Tiger cover, ever.
I'm just laughing at the comments saying you can't name a hardcover floppy junk unless that creased me. And then you're saying that's your favorite Wonder Woman cover at the same time. I can't keep my balance through this.
I love it. I love it because nobody's gonna have the balls to draw a Wonder Woman cover like that. To draw a good, sexy, thick Wonder Woman like that. It's not gonna happen. And you got a lot of stuff coming up. You got a ratio on Smile for the Camera. You got an open order for Dead by Daylight. As we mentioned before, you had got the 616 exclusive, 3 different covers for Red Sonja, for the new Red Sonja.
I ordered this. I'm gonna ask my question here. So I ordered this one, but what I really want is a signed copy. How do you ever come to the mainland, the CONUS? How often, if you do, how often do you come to cons in the States?
So basically, I've not left my postcode in coming up 8 years.
Really? Okay.
I've been very stuck where I am for such a long time, but I am coming to New York Comic Con in October, so that's going to be the big one for
I'll
me.
be there.
Okay.
I'll be there. I live in New York
Dom,
City.
I'll be
I might be
sending you
there
a
as well.
list.
I'll be there.
I'll be happy.
I'll probably go too, so you're probably better off sending it to me.
There's going to be the
I
queue of
agree.
babes will be very, very long, but I'll be happy to meet everybody else as well.
All the goth girls are lining up.
Exactly.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them too.
Talk to us about Shallow Press. I recently picked up the copy of Styx and Tale from the City as well. How's that work? Is that going to be a separate publishing house? Is it going to be sold through Kickstarter, through your site?
So this is going to be the what my original store will become. It will become just the Shallow Press store, basically.
Nice.
The whole idea of this is the Shallow Press stories are all self-contained. It's its own little world of stories. Like it comes from the city. It's called Shallow City. The Tales from the City. So Shallow City is where all of these stories take place over 400 years. So you get to focus on these tiny little moments that will take place in a couple of months. So you'll get one that will take place over 200 years. So it's all just coming from this one spot with different artists drawing each of my stories. It's been really fun, and I'm launching that officially with a Kickstarter called She Is the Weapon, which features C4, who's in that profile picture there.
Nice.
I think people are going to be very excited about that one. I've had some wild ideas for different types of comics for this Kickstarter, and it's going to be very violent.
I'm excited. Like I said, I like that you do different things. I never feel bored with the type of content you put out. You're always kind of doing new things, pushing boundaries, and that's always a great thing.
Good.
You got your Rocketeer cover up there as well. I'm a sucker for Betty Page. I am a voracious Betty Page collector. Plus, I love the Rocketeer. But you throw Betty on a cover, I am going to buy it. That one was fantastic. When I saw that, I was like, I'm getting the Flops Betty Page cover. That's just too.
I like the King Kong peeking in there myself.
Yes.
It always makes me laugh. It was
He's
such
looking
a silly
too.
idea.
Everyone loves Betty.
Yeah,
Check
that
out
was
those curves.
because that was the launch for my American web store, and just going through the titles, and because there's so many different options for retailer exclusives that I was just going through them, and each one of them sounded incredible. Each one sounded amazing, and I couldn't decide for the life of me. And then I got to the R's, and I didn't even think Rocketeer would be an option. But as soon as that popped up on the list, I was sign me up. It's dream come true. It's one of my favorites.
It's been fun because they've been relaunching some Dave Stevens art on some of those covers as well, which has been really nice.
Yeah, that's again. I was worried about the amount of backside on display, but IDW had no qualms or issues with that because they were doing the Dave Stevens ones it featured a lot of Bud as well. So
yeah, like I said, you had me. Like I said, I keep Betty next to me at all times. So there's always something within hand reach of me that probably has Betty Page on it. And again, like I said, you have a Magic Powder again, upcoming cover.
yeah, the thing with the Magic Powder cover, I didn't realize a lot of my covers that people received in the mail at the same time, they'd been done 6 to 7 months apart, a huge distance between them. And then when they received them all in the same week, I didn't realize how many people I'd drawn just sitting casually holding guns. It was just because they were so spaced apart. And then they all arrived in the same week, and people just had them side by side, and I'm just like, that was fun.
That was fun. Let's see, I believe it's in print right now. It hasn't been delivered yet, but the Very Carmia Christmas Carol, both covers of that. I think the last notification was at the end of April that it's at the printers, so people should be seeing that probably coming soon as well. And Aerotech's back up. You got a little QR code there if you want to pop onto the Kickstarter. Great cover. It's a fun series as well. Again, in that trade for Aerotech, you have your first interior work as well, which is fantastic. And now you can get a Flops cover as well, which is always fun. Any pseudo advertisement type covers, I'm always a sucker for.
That's my thing, especially with Aerotech. You know, that's so much of it is built on that era, and that was really cool because the design elements, that was the Aerotech team putting those in with my drawing. The way that I'm phrasing it is that Aerotech featured my short story that was a silly vision of the future, and Heavy Metal this week is my incredibly depressing view of the future. So they're both firsts in different ways.
There you go. You got both sides.
Yeah.
And again, if anyone watching, if you pop that QR code, it'll take you to the Aerotech Kickstarter if you want to pick that up. And soon, here's the Retro Fueled, the art collection, soon to be launching. Again, you can go to the QR code and get on the notification there for when it launches. This is the hardback.
Yes, that's it. It's gone through a few different design changes, so this is just a placeholder image while people are signing up for updates. There's going to be it's going to be a hardcover. There's going to be remarks. There's going to be book plates. There's going to be original art. Loads of different types of drawings. Will be options as tiers. So it's going to be a really exciting one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, there's always so many fun things that come in your Kickstarter. So I'm just for this. I'm excited to see all the goodies that'll be included.
Yeah, it's been, especially working with Soup, because they just they care so much about what they put on their site. You know, it's the feedback and conversations I've had with them. It's been fantastic. I'm in the middle of drawing an absolute Batman print to go with this, so that's been really cool. Just doing some big Batman muscles.
You get, as opposed to Vampirella with thick thighs, you get to draw Batman with thick thighs.
It's where I've always wanted to be. You know, I'm just draw babes and then get to that.
You've reached the top of the mountain. Of course, there is the Flops Comics site as well. So again, from that side, please feel free to go there. Anything, that's where I believe that Rocketeer is right now. Yeah. Is on the flopscomics.com. So again, you can pop the QR code there and hop there, and I'm sure we look forward to seeing a lot of fun things popping up there in the near future.
Yeah, my goal with that website is to have a different variant cover every 3 months rather than cracking them out constantly. I just want to make sure that people know it's like my passion choices and projects and favorite characters rather than just anything goes.
Are you a one-man show when it comes to your website there? I mean, obviously, do you do the packing, the shipping, everything, or do you have some help with that? A lot of artists you hear that they do everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it with this because it's keeping everything contained to America. With Sequential Art Comics are just handling pretty much everything with this. They've been fantastic with the website stuff, but they're going to be packaging everything, and there's a couple of freebies that they're going to be throwing in the bags as well. That's it had to be. I love doing the self-published stuff, but when so much of my base is over there, it makes sense to collaborate with someone who is equally passionate about everything.
Yep.
We still love getting the stuff from the UK. We love the cereal boxes. It's always fun.
I've upped my game nowadays.
I know. I know.
All right.
I haven't had a cereal box in a long time, but it's always fun. I'm like, ooh, I wish we had this over here.
This is how it is now, where I tape the bagged and board comic to a card sheet and then in a card envelope as well. But originally it was like cut up cereal packaging, like cornflakes and
Weetabix.
I can't even think Weetabix. Yeah, I can't even think of any British cereals, Frosties and whatnot.
Frosties,
That's
yeah.
fine. Well, I got all my copies of Styx.
I love Shreddies.
And they all came fine. Actually, I guess I had ordered it twice because I had forgot I had ordered it, so I ordered it again. So I got 2 packages, and both came just fine. So
that is one of Joe's. That is one of Joe's problems. He'll order it. Weeks will go by. Did I order that yet? And he'll order it again. So you're double dipping with Joe because he'll buy more copies than.
I'm a big advance order person. I like to order way. Well, the second I see it and I can buy it, I'm gonna pre-order it, and then I just forget. And then I see it again. I'm like, did I buy? I'm just gonna buy it anyway.
Buy it again.
It's great for me because your double dipping means that when I have kids, I'll be able to put them through college.
Hey,
paid off those college loans.
Yeah. It ain't cheap. Well, again, I had to end on my favorite cover, which was the Mooked cover. The nice magazine size Mooked cover, not the comic size Mooked cover, which was also a fantastic cover. But this has always been one of my absolute favorite covers. There's something about a yellow cover. It just always pops.
I am working on something with just a flat yellow background that I'm really excited about. With this one, I think there was maybe like 20 or 30 copies. So it's just a nothing thing to me now, but that yellow always just pops. It stands out.
Yeah, I loved it. Like I said, I have 2 copies floating around here. This is a picture of mine because God forbid it's hard to find a picture of it somewhere online. Yes. But it's always been one of my favorites. So
Cosmic, he said he's going to be in New York.
Oh yeah, New York's my only. This year it's the only place that I'm interested in going. I've got a lot of exclusives at San Diego, and then more exclusives at New York with a few different people. A couple of signings, a release of something. It's going to be pretty wild.
I'll be in San Diego this year.
Yeah, San Diego will be a damn thing.
I'm going to be there.
Make sure you send me some photos of my stuff when you see it, because it's.
You got to get
definitely.
You got to get hooked up with a big whatnot seller, so that you can sign books out of their hotel room while they're streaming online.
It is a thing. You can move a shit ton of books.
Yeah, you can move a lot of books signing books out of their hotel rooms. That's when you've made it right there.
I had that idea just as I've got a more fun idea rather than just making money. I want to do something silly, but I didn't realize that it was a thing until you just said that. I thought I was this genius who just came up with this amazing hotel room idea.
Definitely is. No, it definitely is, because New York City Comic Con, they have the whatnot sales from the hotel rooms, and it's nuts. It's crazy.
That gives me confidence.
A lot of the toy shows too. They have they have rooms full of toys, and they sell the toys through their hotel rooms too. It actually saves a spot from spending money on a table and a spot in the con or something.
That's how like 75% of the people are getting the exclusives nowadays.
Yeah.
They're not those that can't make it to the con are just hopping on the whatnot stream the weekend of the con and picking them up there.
I live not that I would expect Flops to know that. I live in Hawaii, so that's about the only way I get books, especially signed books, is be an artist selling out of hotel rooms. That's how I get all my books.
That's what I was thinking. I think it's just it's so cool having something exclusive to the con, but there's so many people who just won't be able to get there at all. So it just makes sense. There's who is it? Is it Rob Liefeld who just buys piles and piles of his characters' appearances and then does them on whatnot?
I
think that's
Rob's,
everybody there.
Rob's got a huge whatnot following. I think most people like to watch Rob just so they can argue with him. But he sells a lot of books.
And get blocked.
Yeah.
Well, Flops, we know it's quite late / early in the morning over there. We really appreciate you popping on. Anything else you want to plug while we got you on? Anything else coming out? Or
well, first off, I want to say thanks for everyone who's commented while we've been talking. But my ADHD can't respond to what people have said while I'm responding. I'm all over the place with that, but thanks for the people who have tuned in. I've got some stuff coming with Bad Idea, so I've got a little scrappy list. Bad Idea, who are obviously amazing.
The Hab. You have the Hab cover coming.
Got the Hab cover coming soon. Bill Sienkiewicz and David Lapham are some of my favorites growing up with their stuff.
Lapham is so great.
Incredible creators. That was a true honor to do a cover for that. And then another secret comic that's going to be, people are going to go crazy for that one eventually. IDW got some cool stuff coming with them. So much stuff with Boom, you wouldn't believe it. Boom are they treat me right.
Good.
Their website, by the way, is you order those exclusives from Boom, and it's like in 4 days they're there. Yeah. They come to you. They're well shipped. They are a well-oiled machine there.
But people have got to sign up for the updates, or they're just going to miss out on things because some of the talent they've got, it just goes so quickly. So yeah, I've had a fair few people get in touch with me, being angry that they missed out on something, and I've got no. Just sign up for updates. Yeah. What else is there? Oh, it's the FOC for that Smile cover is approaching. Next week, I'm going to be releasing the Red Sonja ink work on Raremark for auction. Oh, nice. So that'll be an interesting experiment.
Oh yes.
And then
people love original art. It's a wonderful market.
It's one of those things where I've been on the record saying that I've spent such a long time not using a pen and paper. And then as soon as I got back into it, using ink, it's been such a fun time and learning how to use inks in different ways and stuff like that. So I've got a fair few things, and I've got a pile of sketch covers that I'm going to work through. Very exciting stuff for me.
I imagine it will sell quickly, and I don't know what you're asking for it, but I bet you get whatever you're asking. I would bet.
For me, it's everything I do, and I think it shows. It's all about just the fun value. So I'm just going to do auctions just because I think it'll be entertaining. I think people will have a nice time as long as nobody goes broke. I'm happy.
As long as there's some big titty goth girls that we get to see in sketch.
There might be some. Yeah, there might
some peppered in there.
There might be some photo covers for my Kickstarter that might be related to that subject. If people care about that kind of thing, I wouldn't know.
Some of us do. Some of us do.
I don't know. I don't know how big you can draw Dalek bumps, but that might be a little bit up to you. No, that's a whole story for a different day. But the Daleks have been such a challenge. They've definitely got some bumps on them. Yes, they do.
We thank you very much for popping by. I know the time difference is a bear, and we definitely appreciate your time. We are always big Flop supporters here on this channel and this show. Yes. It's always wonderful to see you. Anytime you want to stop on by, plug anything, please feel free. Love to have you again. So until then, we'll let you go and get some sleep.
We appreciate your time, Phillips. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you letting me run over like that. I just can't stop. Sorry.
No. We know it's late over there, and we don't want to keep you up to the wee hours. So
it's over here. We all dressed like Ebenezer Scrooge with the nightgown and nightcap. So
got the long nightgown
with a hat,
a long smoking pipe, and
Pops, you're gonna miss it. We're gonna have a drinking game afterwards. You could have a drinking game.
I might carry on watching on my phone, but I appreciate you having me, and I'll talk to you all soon.
Thank you. Take care. Pops.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
Yep.
Thanks. Bye. Yay, that was fun. That was kids. That was completely unexpected today. So it was a wonderful surprise to have Flops on today.
And that's the show for tonight, guys. See you next week.
We're going to circle back. We're going to circle back to the beginning of the show. Let's say hello to the chat.
Yes,
this may be the latest we've ever done it.
Dubs goes, did Flops ask Dom for picture for San Diego with a question mark? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
I know. He's saying that as because I didn't get any pictures from San Diego last year.
We should have told him he's probably asking the wrong person to take the pictures.
My wife.
I do want to I want to congratulate our neighbors up north because they swept the podium this week thanks to their MVP GT Key comic, taking first, second, and third, and fourth. I think he had enough. I think he had more than enough of Nerdy Geek stealing his thunder. But, Nerdy Geek is there. We appreciate it, GT. Nerdy Geek,
What's
hello,
up, Nerdy?
Jedi, Joe, Dom, Stixs. I will have my vengeance next week. I don't know.
Okay.
Gotta wake up early. Gotta wake up early to get that
Flip-flopping
one of the
on
top 3
Friday night.
spots.
Someone knew. Tommy knew Flops was going to join us, so appreciate it,
Put
Tommy.
the drinks on, baby.
Hopefully I'll get everybody. I'm not going to go all the way through the chat. We're just going to go through the early chats. Grumpy Gus, evening. Paul is here, joined us. What's up, Qualified? Funky White Boy. What's up, Funky White
What's up,
Boy?
buddy?
It's always a fun one.
Okay,
Cosmic is here. What's going on, Cosmic? We appreciate it. Tyson. What's going on, Tyson? And I know Mama was in there. Special Ed is here. Appreciate it, Special Ed.
What's up, Ben?
And let's see, I'll go down a little further, but BK is here. What's going on, BK? Always a pleasure. And I'm going to cut it there because I don't want to go, but yeah, we did have Mama pop in. So thanks to everybody that popped in and said hello.
We have to
Like
throw
you
out
said,
BK there. BK is there, so we got to say hi to BK.
Yeah, I said hello to BK. Yeah, BK. But if we missed anybody, which we might have, because of course we're circling back now, but we do appreciate you guys stopping in and watching Flops catch us up on what he's got going on, letting us ask a few questions, and now on with the irregularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I'm drinking. I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day.
All righty, it's time for the Just Looking In, where I decide to pick a theme or random books that I find interesting that have no other value except they're things I like. So this is the non-spec list of all comic book shows. So I do have a theme tonight.
Flops.
No.
I've given up on earlobes. I'm giving up.
Yeah, earlobes is tough, Jedi. Earlobes is tough. If I come across some earlobe covers, I will put them together and I will come up with a theme. Now, this week's theme: chicks riding bombs.
Oh, you got to have the Baroness.
That's another.
You definitely have the Baroness one.
Another trope.
No,
yeah.
No Baroness one in here.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. And there's a lot of different. There's people riding rockets. There's people riding bombs. There's a lot of things. I tried to stick with the theme of just truly the kind of Doctor Strangelove homage of kind of riding the bomb. So start off with nice little Uncanny X-Men 522 to 125, Mark Brooks cover from May of 2010. An oldie but goodie. Good classic Brooks cover. Can't go wrong. Next up, I got a little twofer coming. So we got Harley on DC Bombshells number 4, the Antlucia cover from 2016. And it's hard to have one without the other. So you can also get the DC Bombshells cover on Harley Quinn number 7, where she's riding the bomb as well from 2014.
I think I still have a very cool Greg Bow Harley. I don't know if it's Harley Quinn or Harley Finn. It might be Harley Finn riding a bomb that I've been holding on to, hoping to run into Greg Bow at a con one day. So
nice.
That's one of my favorite Greg Bow covers.
These are not. It's not
good
themes. Themes are not always the easiest thing to find when you're looking for things and trying to collate a bunch of covers over,
You could always have big
100
titty
years
covers.
of comics.
You could always have big titty covers. And
And that one's hard to narrow down. That one's
Really?
really hard to narrow down. You just have to
Like I
go
say, we
like
do
they'd
that
all
every
just be
week.
ICPOC
That's
covers.
like,
They'd just be all ICPOC covers, and then we'd
true.
be done.
Yeah, but you have to have a mixture. You just take a book from each different company and 5 books.
Next up, a book that I love because they have this side of the airplane art as alt covers. There's variant covers for all of the issues. Garth Ennis's War Stories. So War Stories number 1 has a nice girl nose art variant from 2014. Nice Matt Martin cover. It's a good one. But this whole series, there's nose art variants on all of them. They're all good, and they're hard to find, so they normally go for a good little bit of money. Next up, how about a little Warrior Nun, Brigantia, number 1 from June of 2000. This is a beautiful John Charles cover. Yeah, it's a pretty badass cover. John Charles does some pretty cool stuff.
As it should be. Why?
I don't know why that space is in between Stixs and.
Why am I far away?
I don't know.
Like,
It's blame StreamYard. I have no idea why it's doing that.
When I got the new,
I don't know.
What do I got? That new Halakuku friggin' virus that's supposed to be spreading all over the place. Come on, man.
Yeah, I guess what do we got it? We got to do this. There you go. There, now you're back. Now you're back. You're no longer quarantined.
I appreciate it.
You're no longer quarantined. There you go. It's better than last week where you're up top.
Yeah, you're like way up there.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're in the penalty box. And last up, this was a Kickstarter that's a little bit hard to find. This is Strings number 3, the Kickstarter. Beautiful Ava Solo cover. I'm a big fan of this cover.
I need room.
Need to stretch out. So that is our just looking in for the week. Girl Riding Bomb covers. So pickups. I truthfully, this is the first week I actually have nothing.
Really?
Well, I got a lot. So not. I mean, I have some.
I didn't get a chance.
So I have lyrics Rogue. Signed lyrics. Add that to my lyrics.
Nice.
PC, as well as I'm not sure what comic this is. Born of Blood or something. I'm not sure, but they had to censor it. Whatever it is, on my lyrics. Show off a little bit, some additions to my Perillo signed PC. Got a Vampy.
Nice.
What is this? This is DC something. I don't know. Perillo. So I bought it.
Is that the Starfire?
I think
Might
so.
be. I have no idea. More Vampy. I don't know. It was Perillo, so I was like, we'll throw it in the PC. More Vampy.
You can never really go wrong with signed Perillo Vampy
Lady
covers.
Hell. I like it when they'll sell like non-Vampy. Some of the stuff I hadn't heard of, Perillo stuff. I like to pick that stuff up. And I think Bruce had this one on, but this is a signed copy a couple of weeks ago. This is
That's nice.
That's nice.
whatever.
Is that Painkiller Jane?
Says I don't know. I haven't read it. It says Fizz 1 on the can. I don't know what it's. Pop.
Oh, it's Pop
Kills?
Or
Pop Kill? Yeah, I saw it down there. All right. I actually won this in it's been a while since I've won a Whatnot giveaway, but I won a Kevin Easton Shredder. Signed Shredder. Not his cover, but he signed it.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Got some picked up. I got more coming,
Yes,
but here's a couple of Marissa Pope. Speaking of art books, one of her signed art books that I picked up from my Marissa Pope PC. We got a Devil's Misfits, Marissa. Another one of her art books, Marissa. And another one of her art books by Marissa. All right, this one's censored, but this is a signed Suspiria. I guess this is Pop Kills too, but this one definitely had to be censored. Hope I did the best I could.
That is Pop Kill.
More Vampirella. This is Elias Chatzudis Vampirella. I got a Godtail signed Vampirella.
Godtail's been getting a lot of work lately.
This Sora Sung signed Lady Death set. Whoops.
I did. I want to, Tyson. Did you order the Gun Honey Perlo cone twofer that they were offering? Yeah.
I usually only pick up Perillo if it's signed anymore.
I will eventually pick them up.
I don't know if it's.
But I didn't order them out of the gate.
So next they're going to be, so we covered Vampy 1 last week, and we showed you a lot of the covers that came out with Vampy 1. This one might be my favorite. It is by an artist that I learned a lot about just listening to the guy that was selling the cover, who is apparently a close friend of the artist. The artist is Sketch Ellis. Apparently he's written songs for a lot of bands, like popular songs. But anyway, it is the
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he signed it.
The Marte cover.
Yeah, so he got him to sign it. I guess they're close friends. So he signed it. And this is my other favorite. So I picked up this set. I think this is a 616 set.
Nice.
So I picked up the set. I won this on, this is probably like a $50 or $60 set. I don't know if people were sleeping on Whatnot. I won it for $11, so I'm not going to say no to that.
Geez, yeah.
And our good buddy
70%.
One of our favorite indie writers, Kickstarter writers, Garrett Gunn, picked up a couple of signed copies of Good Boy, 1, 2, and
sweet.
3. That picked that up on his Whatnot. And so this just came in yesterday. There are topless ones of this too, but I won't show those because I didn't have a chance to censor them. So just use your imagination. This is a Marissa Pope, Bobby Joe Kickstarter that just came in.
I love all the Bobby Joe covers a lot.
Yeah, I like both of them. So this is one of my favorites.
I love trashy covers.
I did get the naughty version of this. Use your imagination and you'll have a lot of fun with this one. That's Yum, by the way.
That's Yum.
Yep. And I just picked up a couple of random Something's Killing the Children books. I think this is a variant. I can't remember. I don't know if this is a one in something. I don't know. It's not a variant. It's a incentive
Ratio.
Ratio, yeah. And I picked up this Something's Killing the Children set as well. And that's what I got for this week.
Nice.
So,
like I said, this has literally been the first week where I have had nothing. I had nothing come in this week. I have stuff that's in process of being shipped to me, but nothing is.
They don't count.
Yeah. Stixs, you got anything?
I had one pickup this week, and you're going to be surprised by what it is.
Doctor Who. I'll be surprised if it's not Doctor Who.
So eBay is my friend, so I picked up another. I'm losing count.
Whatnot is my enemy.
Another one.
There you go.
Pick up another copy. This is a BD copy, so I got it really cheap. So but it's intact.
Rescue them now.
Yeah, I mean it's
almost to flip about 20 beat up copies for one really good copy.
Yeah. So that was all. That's all I really got this week.
I didn't even get my damn comics this week. Go to the damn comic store, but I did get these. I actually got these last Saturday. I got a couple more pops. I got the Crow, the 11th Brother, the Inquisitor, the Darth Maul series. Fantastic. That ending was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I got the.
If they'd ended it at one point, it would have been great. Where they ended it, I didn't like it.
I know.
I talked about it on Tuesday. I didn't know it was a finale until it was over. I went back and looked at the thumbnail. I didn't know it was a finale.
He's a beast, Vader, man. Can't deny him.
I wish they hadn't done it. You were right. You told me they were going to do it, and I said I didn't think it was a good idea. I stand by that. I don't think it was a good idea to have Vader fight Maul. I don't.
Well, you had to because he mentioned it in Rebels.
Nobody remembers that.
Fight him alone. So he fought.
That's true, though.
So he mentioned it that there was a battle. So
I know. You don't have to make the argument. You were right. I was wrong. So I'll give you that. But I just don't like it because it just totally took the mystery out of the whole Maul versus Vader, who's the best. Well, only thing that proved to me is that Obi-Wan is the best Jedi ever because he kicked the shit out of all of them. The whole
thing is that you got Maul that's injured,
right?
His leg is injured, so he's not really. So basically, the fight. That's why he's petrified of Vader because he figured out Vader's Anakin. So I'm telling you, man, that listen, when Rook Cass got pulled in and she broke her neck and killed her, he started breathing.
That's not what happened.
3 o'clock in the morning. I was sitting up there.
That's not what happened. She didn't get her neck broke.
She got killed. She got killed. Her lungs were
Yeah,
taken
I
out.
read. I don't know where I read it, and I don't
Her
know
lungs
what
were
their
pulled out of
source
her chest.
information was. I don't know, but the voice actress wanted, the way she wanted Vader to kill her was to pull her lungs out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And that's the actual sound you supposedly heard, was her getting
And
her
they said
lungs
that was
ripped
much
out.
more violent, and they cut it back. But she died. So Rook Cast
Yeah, she's
being
dead,
the armorer,
yeah.
That's
done.
crazy.
Done.
That is
So
crazy. Yeah.
now that shit was awesome. Vader, Vader was another level, man. And
Oh, that
look,
was great.
and freaking Devin, Dark Talon, baby. She's gonna become
I don't know.
or Talon. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Listen, all I know is
Her whole
Dominus
her
fever
skin
dream.
is going to turn red because it's not red right now. So
no, it's not red.
when-
She, you know what? It's not red. She can put tattoos on. You're gonna find out next season. But we're gonna find
Gonna
out
dye
that
herself.
that Maul couldn't beat Vader, pushed the Dacky to push, it got him killed. And because Lawson's not dead, Lawson got shot and
Maybe-
he disappeared in the mist. He's not dead.
Listen, maybe when Twi'leks hit puberty, they change colors. We don't know.
Red.
Well, there's different colors. What
What do you say? That
green.
one that dancing for Jabba hadn't hit puberty yet? Oh my God, that's terrible. What a terrible thing to say, Stix.
Hey, don't worry about it. There's different.
What a terrible thing to
We don't know.
insinuate here on live.
We don't know what color
YouTube.
she was before. So
Hey, look, don't worry about it. She doesn't she have to turn red? She could stay pink and she could
All
dark.
right, I'm glad we're getting this out
She's
of the way
already
now.
pink.
We'll have to deal with it later.
She can stay pink. I don't
All
care.
right, you
All
got
right.
any pickups, Tom?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
No books this week.
All right, let's get into little comics now and later. Got some interesting things this week. All righty, so I love the Poison Ivy 44, the Nubovich variant. It's a good Nubovich cover. It's a fun Poison Ivy cover. I like it. It's kind of sexy. The Mercado Cruel Universe 10 cover is just Mercado is just killing it on all of those covers. I don't think he's had a bad cover yet. So they're fantastic. And because I knew we were showing the flops cover for Red Sonja, I threw the little Nuno Parita variant from Underdog Comics here. I have the homage with Vampirella. I collect a lot of Nuno stuff, so I have to have the Archie homage for the Red Sonja as well. Plus she's staring at Conan there. It's just fun. For our later, Banana number one. Mike Allred cover.
What?
I love Allred covers. I
what
just
are you
do.
showing us, Joe?
I love Allred covers, and I saw this and I was like, I don't know what this book's going to be about, but if I don't own that book, I'm going to hate myself forever.
This,
So
Joe's gonna start getting banana party memes thrown at him now.
maybe we'll have a theme next week. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a theme.
banana theme. That book better be in the same universe as like Milk and Cheese or something, because
I'm hoping it's absurd and crazy, but I was like,
it looks like it might be.
cover.
That's kind of. I would probably get that because it probably
Seems
is
normal to
absurd
me.
crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, who doesn't want a banana with a face on it?
And again, it's a David Lanpham cover. Maybe I don't know. I know
I like
Flops
that
knows
Atomic
Lanpham.
Tiger cover you got
maybe,
there, yeah.
maybe you never know. I don't know. I'm
Atomic
excited
Tiger.
about it. Also had to throw in Conan the Barbarian 33. I love Rebecca Puebla, and I love this Conan cover. It's absolutely awesome. It's fantastic. Conan never lets me down. Like issue by issue, all the covers have just been fantastic in the series. It's been a good series. Titan has done well with it.
It looks very tarot card to me, or I don't know, like a
Tarot card.
Tarot card. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that Adam Cyber cover though you got there.
Regicide. That's when you kill a king. So Regicide number one, the Adam Cyber variant was just creepy. That's just a creepy fucking cover. Her lower torso is a bug. I don't know how I feel about that. I want to be turned on, but I'm also a little repulsed. I don't know which way to go with it, but I like a cover that confuses me a little bit.
I mean, I guess if you like a good thorax,
Well, it's like where does the bug start? Where does the bug start there? I can't really tell. I can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
I could figure it out.
And that's I bet that outfit's hard to get on with all those legs.
Yeah, unless those are just really her legs, which is kind of gross.
She's a
So many
centipede.
questions. So
But-
many
Yeah.
questions.
Hey, it's a crazy #1. It's the year of crazy indies and weird comics, and I'm gonna have fun with it. For my tops and tails this week, I'm a little tame this week, but it is a nice Sveta cover. So we're getting a Witchblade Vampirella crossover series, and there is a Sveta cover on it. So Witchblade Vampirella #1, cover C, you get a nice Sveta Shabina cover. So for all you Sveta chasers out there,
Reference there, Mama. Well done. Well done.
yes, she does, lots of them. So yeah, so we got a little Sveta in there today for our
Tendrils.
tops and tails cover of the week. You can watch out for this one coming in, I don't know, August, late July, early August, sometime around there. So it might be one we have to read, Jedi. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
It's possible. If it's a short crossover and it's like a
I don't.
few issues.
Who's writing it?
know
Do you know
anything
who's
about
writing it?
Witchblade.
No, I don't. I'm not sure who's writing it, but I didn't see Priest's name in there. So
That would be interesting. I don't know anything about her.
yeah, but we'll get
It's
Vampy
not
too.
Priest. Please don't be Priest. I hate to say that about
Well,
anybody, but my God.
That's why I'm asking, because you guys have been really kind of down on this writing with this last series you've been reading.
We've taken the deep dive. We've done the work.
Yeah,
I I don't want to say nothing bad about his writing. I just think that he expects everyone to be a Vampirella like
aficionado.
expert. Yeah, aficionado like he is. It's too much. Yeah.
I don't. Normally these crossovers are normally only a few issues, so maybe it'll be a decent one to go through. It took me a while. First, I was like, "Oh, they're on a tree or whatever," and then I realized, "Oh no, that's a bat. That's a large bat there. They're laying on."
Oh, it is a bat. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, kids. Who do we got? Who do we got for us this week, Jedi? What
I
lovely
can
lady
never remember, Joe. I can never ever.
Are you
never
gracing
remember.
us with this week?
We have Ivy Cosplay, who we've covered. She's been our cosplayer of the week before, several months ago, and she has a new Kickstarter cover for the Higher Education #8 Kickstarter that I believe is brand new, if I'm not mistaken. Probably maybe a week out, maybe two.
She has fantastic MILF vibes, let me tell you.
Definitely librarian, MILF, lab assistant vibes going there. Sexy.
I like it.
But she's had a lot of covers actually. I mean, not just she's not. A lot of times we'll do a cosplayer of the week, and they have one, maybe two covers that we can throw at you, and then the rest is just like appearances or photo shoots that they do, maybe for Patreon or whatever. But Ivy has a lot of actual like comic covers out there, including this Savage Tales that just released last week or week before, maybe.
So I know we read it on Bruce's show.
And to be completely honest, I actually looked at her IG. I did some trying to figure out if both those on that first one, if she is both Vampy and Red Sonja, and they did like some some Photoshop cut and paste. I honestly don't know. I could not find out if that is her and someone else, or if they're both her. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. And
by the way, in this issue of Savage Tales, there's a story written by friend of the show James Avalone as well, who was on the show a handful of months back.
Yeah. So again, and then there's individual covers of both Vampy and Red Sonja. All three of these covers were on her IG page. So again, I don't know if these are both her or not, but could be, I guess. One of them is.
Good enough for me.
And then she's done several Kickstarters, including a Final Girl cover, Final Girl 2 Kickstarter. She
Great
has
young cover.
done
Final Girl.
Roseblood Manor, Psycho, and Blood of the Night Kickstarters. A lot of these are probably old. I went back and looked at the last time we covered her. Tried not to duplicate any of the. I did not duplicate any of the same pictures that we covered last time. And we have some Han Solo cosplay. Now we don't see Han. I knew Don was going to look up when I said that. We don't see a lot of Han Solo cosplay, but she pulls it off.
What is she holding?
She's holding a Chewbacca's head, which I thought was kind of weird.
That is.
I did think that was a little weird, holding Chewie's head, but that's what she's holding.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's fun.
And then lastly, no Joe Slide really this week, unless you want to include the Gatekeeper there in the middle.
I'll take There Is No Day Now, Liesel.
Yeah. We have 2 Ghostbuster covers, 1 Ghostbuster, and the middle, the Gatekeeper. What's her name again? What you just said it, I think.
Zul,
yeah, Zul. And then we have a Slave Leia, and she did it with the
like that.
With the top card.
All right.
This is kind of cool.
So,
you have a question?
Yeah, really quick to answer your question about the Savage Tales. Yes, she is both Red Sonja and Vampirella on the cover.
There you go.
There you go.
Look at that. Dynamite breaking out the big bucks.
Our research partner, our researcher comes through again.
Yes.
And I believe that is it for our Cosplayer of the Week, IB Cosplay. I think next week we are going to have multiple cosplayers.
Ooh,
nice.
Yeah, and you'll see why. You'll see why. But
I'm liking that tease. I'm liking that tease a lot.
We're gonna have multiple. It's gonna be a fan favorite theme next week as well for the cosplayers. So something to look forward to.
Nice.
Great.
A lot of tongues are out and eyes are crossed. I'll be happy. All right. Well, you're not getting vampy this week, kids, because we decided to crack open some good old Red Sonja this week.
The new Red Sonja, she doubled with a sword, dropped last week. Here we have, and I always forget to look up the freaking artist on these. So Joe, help me out if you can. I do not remember the cover A artist.
Oh, that would be Stuart Sager.
Sager.
Who we're trying to line up to hopefully come
Tyson, man, I like
well
you, man, but you got to stop talking about Yankee fans like that. I'm a diehard Yankee fan, so watch your tone. And Bruce, shut up. You didn't make anybody cry. Make yourself cry. Look in the mirror.
I'm very jazzed about Sager covers because we got them with Sonja Reborn. I love his work, so I'm really jazzed to see more of it.
We'll see at the end. I believe it's him that also does the A cover for number 2, and it's just they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he's doing the A covers at least for the initial part of this.
I like the style. Of course, I like Perillo, who's also doing one of the covers. The usual cast of characters with Lisner. The other one I can't think of. I want to say it starts with an R. I should have opened the page, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I can't remember who did that other one. But you got a nice Poulat there.
We got a Poulat, and we got the cover that you just put on.
You got the Nuno cover from Underdog Comics.
The cosplayer I can't remember her name, but we've covered this cosplayer before because I recognize the photo. So I do recognize the photo. All right, on to the story. So brand new story, Red Sonja, and I think Joe and I agree. We talked about it a little bit right before. I think we're gonna like it, unless it pulls a switch like it did with Vampy, because Vampy started off kind of simple, good, not too complicated story, and then it went off the deep end. So we're hoping maybe Red Sonja won't do that based on some of Red Sonja's past art.
I was utterly pleased. All I really ask for in a Red Sonja story is set up the quest, go on the quest, kill people, drink, and occasionally fuck. That's.
So yeah, I agree.
But you gotta best her in battle if you want to go to bed with her.
The story starts off 2 weeks ago when there's you have the prince or the ruler of some kingdom who's having a big party. Meanwhile, outside his people are starving, and there's an uprising, a revolution. And you can see in the second picture, the middle picture there, the ruler gets its head cut off. And then we jump to today. We have a lone rider out there who is met by Vampirella, still carrying the cup of ale that she took from whatever pub she stumbled in out of. Turns out that lone rider, yeah, yep. Turns out that lone rider is the prince. I believe is it the same prince that was in the movie? That she kind of is it?
I can't remember whether it was or not.
I want to say in my mind, in my mind it was. I don't know if it really was or not, but it's this prince that has escaped. I guess I don't want to say escape, but it's his kingdom. So I don't know if his father's an asshole or what, but it's his kingdom that the ruler just got his head cut off. So I don't know the relation or whatever, but he's out trying to get Sonja because there's this sorcerer that put some evil beast, hell beast, like down using his own blood, and there's the people are trying to. This was a long time ago. Now people are trying to find one of his relatives in his bloodline because they need that blood to unleash this beast. So maybe that's a foretelling that, hey, we're going to get to see Red Sonja fight some hell beast. I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking if I had to guess, we probably will. Yeah. She likes fighting dragons, so. So anyway, this prince had already captured this relative, but she escaped. So now they got to find her. Red Sonja knows exactly where she is. She's trying to get a horse. They find her. She recognizes the prince, threatens to stab him with a pitchfork because that's what she had handy. Meanwhile, the revolutionary people are chasing them. They stumble upon, I guess, I don't know if the revolutionaries are part of the ruler's guard, threatening some man for harboring the revolutionaries, maybe. Red Sonja strolls up. She doesn't like to see the underdog getting threatened, so she starts beating the piss out of them, runs them off, and the prince collapses because I guess he had already had an injury and he's lost a lot of blood. So they take him into town. They get stitched up. Meanwhile, she talks to this bloodline lady, the girl that has the same bloodline as the sorcerer. She says all rulers suck. They're all the same. Red Sonja's like, yeah, you may be right. Meanwhile, the guy got stitched up, and then we get this guy strolls up. He's, I guess, part of the revolution, or I don't know who he is. He's a bad guy. They start fighting. Red Sonja screams her war cry, and the prince guy gets stabbed right through the chest. So I don't know. I don't know if he got stabbed like Qui-Gon or one of the other, where he's going to die, or if he got stabbed like the many other Jedi. It looks pretty bad.
It looks pretty bad.
Yeah, it does look pretty bad, but maybe he lives like a lot of the other Jedi that get stabbed. That gets Red Sonja's attention. She turns around and say, "What the F?" And then she gets stabbed. So I don't think although it looks pretty bad too, I doubt Red Sonja is going to die. And this bad guy's lining up for the kill shot to cut off the prince's head, and that's where it ends until issue 2, which comes out probably next month. We do get, like I said, the A cover is pretty cool on this one too. Same artist, whose name I've already forgotten. Then Jaeger. Sager. Yeah, I really like the style. I really do.
He lives up near Styx.
There's a version of that too. If you like the versions, there's a version of that. And then of course we got the same usual suspects: Perillo, Linsner, and the other artist whose name starts with R that I can't remember. And we get a different cosplayer this time, so we're gonna get to look at a variety of cosplayers.
I was happy because this is what I want out of a Sonja book. Like I said, set up the quest. Give me the quest. Enjoy the adventure. Quest is done.
Yeah.
Move on to the next.
It looks like they're back to the basics, and hopefully they stick with it, and they don't do the whole body switch thing like they did on that last one. I don't know what that mess was all about. Hopefully they just stick to the basics.
Yeah, this is more good classic Sonja, kicking ass, getting drunk, going on a quest. So I was down with that. I thought it was pretty good.
Who did you say lives near me? I kind of caught that.
Doesn't Stuart Sager live up around you?
He might. I think he's in Western New York. But yeah.
Too far. All right. Well, now's the time you were all waiting for.
It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salient Comic, Salient. It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salient Comic, Salient Comic. Oh, Sale of the Week.
Oh,
You
Joe
outdid
jumped into
yourself
this one too fast. I wanted to set this one up as saying not only is Dom going to like the intro this week, I think he's really going to like the topic, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I am pretty proud of myself.
You outdid yourself. I was ever so pleased when I saw this week.
We have porn star action figures.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyson wants these.
I believe
I think we all want them.
These. You know what? There are. So I pictured there are several. I kind of showed the ones that actually came out in 2003 is pretty much where the focus of this one is. There are others that came out after that, probably the next couple of years. They all sell. I don't know what the original buy-in was on these, but they all sell pretty well as far as the auctions that I've seen. They sell pretty well, like upwards of $50 and higher dollars. So again, I don't know what the original buy-in was. Kind of a niche thing, so it might have been a high buy-in. I don't know, but yeah. So we have a Christy Canyon Vivid Girl action figure from 2003. I had to do a little research to find out but these do appear to be from 2003, from Vivid Toys Plastic Fantasy. This one sold for 29 bids for $142 and change back in late March, and I kind of added it this week that if I saw multiple sales, I tried to add a note. There was to kind of give you a little bit of a, not just if it was a one and done type thing, but there was a $103 and change comp of 19 bids that also sold for the Christy Canyon action figure. So
nice.
Yep. We have Sunrise Adams, also a Vivid Girl action figure from 2003. Same information there. Vivid Toys Plastic Fantasy. This one sold for $70 and change, 18 bids back in late March as well. And there was a comp best offer accepted of $100 for this, and several others for this.
It looks like a good sculpt.
Figure.
It looks like a pretty decent sculpt. It's not like they half-assed these things.
No, they're pretty
they
decent.
Whole-assed it.
Right.
They whole-assed it.
The one that had the most variants that I saw was Brianna Banks. The first one you see there, I'll skip. These are all Vivid Girl action figures, obviously, all from pretty much 2003. All Vivid Toys Plastic Fantasy. This one sold for $72 on a best offer back in late February. Also had a comp, so this one dropped a little bit when you actually had to do a little bidding on it. Again, condition could have been a variable as well. $27 on 25 bids for the same one. And then she has the one here of her in the white outfit, which sold for just under $50 on a best offer back in mid-February, with a comp of another one off 8 bids for $33.
Wow.
And then there was what I initially thought was a Slave Leia outfit, but it's just kind of a little bit of
a jungle
different spin on the jungle.
It looks like a
bikini.
Slave Leia outfit.
Yeah. But it sold for $43 on 13 bids back in early April. And this was an Entertainment Earth exclusive. So there you go.
I'm
Entertainment
surprised Entertainment Earth got into the porn industry.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that too. But this was an Entertainment Earth exclusive. So yeah.
Good job, Entertainment Earth.
Moving on, we have Mercedes. Back to 2003, blah, blah, blah. $100 and change off of 2 bids back in mid-April. A Rachel Darien sold for $75 on a fixed price sale back in mid to late March. And The last one, these are all loose action figures. It was if you can, I put it up there. You can kind of read the names if you can off of the base stands that came with them. Six figure lot. They weren't dated, but I assume most of them are probably 2003 or somewhere around there is where most of them. This one sold for just about $175 on its fixed price back in late April. So, Porno Star action figures. Who
Interesting. They got them all, man. They got them all.
I think that is absolutely fantastic.
Hopefully, they have your favorite out there, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I guess it's only the only girls that were on Vivid, licensed to Vivid.
Yeah.
So, sorry, kids, if you like to
There
know
are
our
others
studio.
out there if you want to go down the rabbit hole. I mean, there are others out there. They may all be Vivid because Vivid was probably the biggest of the VHS porn
Video, yeah.
time frame. Yeah, but
God, those things were always so hard. Oh, they were just so big. VHS tapes. God, when they moved to digital, it was so much nicer.
I do know this from other pictures. The clothes do come off.
Nice. Fantastic.
The
We love
clothes
soft
do come
goods.
off. Yeah.
Scratch and sniff.
Fantastic.
Damn.
Sweet. Stixs, you got something for us today?
I do.
Well, while you try to get that up, I will play your intro while you work on getting that up there.
You are not having a massive stroke. It's just trivia with Styx. You did not suffer a debilitating head wound. It's just trivia with Styx.
It's not CTE or PTSD.
It's just trivia with Styx.
There you go. Now we have our obligatory 5-second break where Stixs is muted
If we're lucky. 5 seconds.
because he's on the hamster
He
internet
can hear us though.
delay.
So don't say anything.
He can't hear us.
He can't. He told me he can't.
There we
hear
go.
us.
He's back. He's
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I can hear you guys fine. It's just when the video, depending on how long the video is. All right. So this is a real quick one. This is a little quick Jack Kirby retrospective
I just talked to
because
him. I'll say.
yesterday, or I guess today, they announced that in New York City, Dom, I'm hoping that you are able to go to this on May 11th. They're going to be
Right next to my house. This is right near me.
yeah, they're going to be doing the unveiling for the new Jack Kirby Way Street sign here down in New York City. Yeah, I guess not far from Dom. So Dom, I expect pictures.
Yes.
I
This is
expect you
right
to at
next
least-
me. It's like town. It's like I walk up the block. It's right there.
So I saw this today, and it gave me an idea to just kind of look at some Jack Kirby. Now it's not going to be. I got
How long
very-
before these signs get stolen and they have to change the street name? Because I bet you these signs get stolen.
I would probably say within the week.
They don't steal everything.
It's funny. Before Stix gets into this thing, I have to talk because that reminded me of it. So where I come from, back in Texas, a nearby town of ours, not my town, but there was a nearby town called Friday, and there was a sign as you exited our town that said Friday 13, so 13 miles. That sign got stolen my entire childhood before someone finally thought to move it up a mile and have Friday 12.
That's smart.
My
That's smart.
entire
There you go.
childhood,
I mean-
that sign got stolen like at least 4 or 5 times a year.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah, so I'll take a picture of this.
Yeah. If you can get down to the little ceremony, get us an exclusive down there, Dom. Now the little
What day's the May 11th?
May 11th. Oh,
I might have to work. Let me see.
yeah, I think it's a Wednesday. It might be a Wednesday.
Yeah, May 11th is Monday.
Monday. Okay, there you go.
Yes.
So I got the little QR code here will take you to the event page, so you can get more updates on it as it comes along. but it gave me an idea to kind of look at some, not the bulk of Kirby, because Kirby he'd been drawing since the 40s, 50, the 30s, 40s. So I thought I'd go right to the end. We're going to go right to the end of Kirby, because that's not his best known stuff. I mean, the first slide you're going to say, yeah, I know this. We've seen this all the time. I see it all the time in the dollar bins, and we've talked about it a couple times here. This is the Top Comics 4-cover slot that he did: Satan Six,
Kirby
Bombast, Night Glider, and Captain Glory. These are the 4 covers he did for Topps Comics for their series. Now, I think only Satan Six went a full series, really. It was 5 or 6 issues. The other ones were only 1 or 2 issues. So,
not a lot
but he only did the first cover there. So that first cover, Satan Six, is a Kirby cover. If you see that in your dollar bins, and you're a Kirby collector, so there you go. So those. Up next, it's going to be a kind of a crapshoot. Phantom Force. Now, the first 2 issues, 0 and 1, were put out by Image Comics, and those 2 are Kirby covers. And then it switched over to Genesis West Comics. So you get issue 3 of the Genesis West cover, and then issues 4, 7, and 8 have his last stories that he wrote for the comic. So they're not his covers, but inside there's a story written by Kirby.
Those are very sexual covers, those last 2. I was like, I don't think those are Kirby's.
No, those are not Kirby, but there is a story inside done by Kirby. I think it's a small couple page story. So if you're looking for Kirby stuff and you like more than his covers, maybe you like some of his writing, that'll go right in line with that. So you got 3 covers and 3. These are his last submitted or released before his death, before he died in 94. These were his last submissions to
man, worked up until the end.
Yep, he was always working, and anything after that obviously is reprint or reuse art, that you'll get. And there's a lot of that. Is a lot of, after he died, everybody was redoing everything that Kirby did. From the westerns to the love stories to everything. Of course, Marvel will reprint anything in nauseum to make a buck. So even though they, I don't know, didn't seem to give him the props when he was with them, but that's my only opinion. That's my opinion. So really quick, this is going to be a Stixs pick. I'm calling this is a Stixs pick. This is my favorite. These are my favorite Kirby covers, and they're all the same series because growing up, you guys probably will remember these. Marvel had their series, and DC came out with theirs. Superpower series, both the 84 and 85 series. Nothing better than having comic books collide with toys, just like Marvel Secret Wars. DC came out with the superpowers so they could sell toys, or vice versa. These are these are my favorite Kirby covers because these are the ones. These are the ones that I first got to know Kirby as a kid. I don't. You're 10 years old and you don't know an artist from a shoehorn. But these really were kick-ass when you went to the newsstand and you picked them off the newsstand, right on the spinner rack. Yes, really shout out and spoke to you because of their bright colors, just the way he drew. And he drew the same way all the way through his life, really. So he didn't change it up. He didn't do anything different. So these are the ones that I like.
Those old guys were machines.
Yeah. So, and then really quick, if you want to know more about Jack Kirby, there's a couple books that have recently came out, or recently, I mean, within the last 6 years here, I guess now. You got that Jack Kirby Free Comic Book Day from 2020 that came out that kind of outlined his life in comic form. And then you can go onto the website, the Kirby Collector. They have a magazine that comes out monthly, and they have back issues chronicling exactly what Kirby drew, series, certain characters, and that's a great way to get into Jack Kirby,
especially some of his Golden Age stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, and the Kirby Collector, they're really well done. They have articles. Some of the articles are reprinted articles from other forums. So I recommend that one. If they are on the pricey side in some cases, but they're worth it because you get some great insight into the man and what he did. So that is it from me for that. I thank you.
Nice. Good one, Stixs.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right.
Ready before.
Yeah, Jedi's been carrying this segment for a few weeks.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I have not read shit recently.
This guy's reading all these freaking crazy ass books, and it's like, dude.
Now at least I can say I read Exorcism at Buckingham Palace 1, and I read the first issue of A Quiet Place. So at least I'm familiar with both of those stories.
Yes,
and I do have that.
These are these first two are legit comics. These aren't like, they're not even Kickstarter. They're like regular
They're not smut. It's not smut.
Not smut.
No, it's not smut.
So yeah, I read the second Exorcism of Buckingham Palace, which just continuing on. It does kind of it is in issue 2 kind of start incorporating exorcism at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue or whatever it was. So that kind of gets mentioned at least as the Americans get brought into what's happening in the UK with this curse and this possession that's going on. So I won't really go into it too much for spoilers, but it's just kind of building the story of this apparent demon possession of the royal bloodline in the UK. Quiet Place. So a lot of words though in Exorcism in Buckingham Palace. It is a read. It's not just a quick couple of lines and look at the pictures. It is a read, including the very opening page is a short letter that you have to read. That is basically something. It's
that was my problem with Exorcism at 1600 was which was the first series was there was a lot of reading, but there was a lot of dead reading. There was a lot of reading that wasn't necessary.
Yeah,
and didn't need to be in there.
In this one, and we'll see if that's the case for this one. In this one, there's as things start to happen to the royal family, the politics are starting to get involved as to how the prime minister is handling it versus how his, we'll say, opposite party leading competitor for that position is handling it. And there's like Twitter wars and things going back and forth. So they'll give you pictures of their phones and you got to read all these Twitters and then all the comments of what they're posting. And you're like, okay, do I really need to read that? Is there something hidden in there that's going to be important, or is it just fluff? I don't know. I kind of read most of it. I probably didn't read all of it. A Quiet Place, though, is kind of just the opposite. So it's a good kind of other side of the spectrum you can go read if you don't like to have to read a lot of words. A Quiet Place, and goes along with its name, I guess. Not a lot of talking in this one, and a good bit of action as this small town continues to both prep. It kind of jumps back and forth a little bit. So that's timeline.
That was my question, because when I read number 1, they kind of started the first half where there was a lot of talking. It was really unnecessary. But
Well, that was
you knew
before
at some
they,
point. You knew at some point it
yeah,
was just going to cut off. And I was wondering
Yeah.
with issue 2 whether it's completely cut off now or whether they still keep hopping back and forth.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
dialogue, but there's not a lot of dialogue. It's probably well balanced, and it probably leans more on the visuals other than the reading on this one. So I'm enjoying this one. I'm going to keep reading it just because it is kind of an easy read, and it is, a quiet place. I don't say sequel or prequel, but it all kind of goes on at the same time. But another story about what's going on with this invasion. So it's kind of fun. From Transylvania with Love is a Fangers, we'll say
One
prequel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a one shot, and it's a prequel because it's setting up. So I don't know, not that I expect anybody to remember, but at the end of Fangers 3, which by the way, Fangers 4 is already out. I do have the PDF read ahead for that, and I will be covering that next week. I didn't want to do them both this week. But at the end of Fangers 3, we're introduced to Dracula, who has the big long schlong that we kind of joked around with Garrett when he was on here about. This is a Garrett Gunn, is the writer of this. So this is basically a prequel where it talks about how Dracula was captured and relocated to this home for the undead in what I believe is Florida. This community. This is kind of like a retirement home setting, but it's this gated community for the undead, and they have tours going through it in the daytime. It's kind of like a tourism attraction, but they have to be done by midnight or by nightfall, or else shit hits the fan. So at the end of 3, we saw Dracula was introduced. From Transylvania with Love is the backstory of how he gets brought over and inserted into this undead community. So I'll just leave it at that. So
how they dragged him and his massive cock in there.
Yeah. Well, I know how they do it. I mean, obviously I know how they do it. I'm not going to spoil it in case Garrett's watching. He certainly wouldn't want me spoiling his Kickstarter when it just dropped, I think, earlier this week. Or it dropped a while back, but it actually started getting the PDFs and everything of the comic. E-copies went out this week. So I don't want to ruin it in case he's watching. But it was a decent read. I didn't know exactly what was going on until the end, as far as whether or not it was a sequel or a prequel or what. It turns out it is a prequel to Fangers. So disappointment to everybody that's watching, wanting to know where this falls on the Vanya scale. I failed, complete failure this week, as I expected. Even with the Fangers, Garrett doesn't usually write in orgies and sex scenes into his comics, so he just doesn't. I mean, there might be some nudity and things like that in his comics, but there's usually not gratuitous sex in his comics that he writes. Same here, not even so much as a nude scene in this one. So complete failure as far as not even getting on the track to try and beat Sonja or beat Vanya. So sorry, probably not next week either, although I don't want to ruin the anticipation because there might be, but again, we're doing Fangers 4, and maybe I'll cover something else next week that might clear the bar in addition to Fangers 4, but I know I'm going to be reading Fangers 4 this next week because I already have it. I just put it off because I wanted to cover it next week. That's what I got for this week. Pretty good week of reading. I enjoyed all 3 of these.
Nice.
And read Sonja. So.
Sweet. Like I said, I didn't read shit this week. I was working all week. I barely got Sonja in this week, and that was an easy read. But I have so many stacks of books. I'm so far behind in my reading. It's ridiculous. Stixs, did you read anything this week?
Nope, not this week.
All right. So then we are moving on to the dance that Jedi loves the most.
Watch it all day. I really watch it.
All right. So my recommendation this week: watch Destroyer with Nicole Kidman on Tubi. It's available there. It's what one would call a neo-noir film. It is gritty. It is disturbing. It is not a pick-me-up in any way, shape, or form. But it is an absolute solid movie. And you get to watch Nicole Kidman give somebody a hand job who has a terminal illness. It's an interesting movie.
Make a wish.
Like I said, it is a gritty, rough movie, and she is rough looking in this. And they make
a hand job to Stephen Hawkins.
They make her look rough in this too, but it's a fantastic story if you like.
It'll take a while.
Kind of neo-noir crime thrillers. It is a fantastic job, fantastic movie. So that's my recommendation for this week. What are you boys watching this week?
So, as I told you in the chat, I can never remember half the things that I watch. So I decided this week that I told Joe this and we were chatting a little bit. I'm going to actually write down the movies that I watched this week so I don't forget them. And I was going to try to get 10 movies in a week. I did not. I only got 8. So here are the ones I watched. A couple of horror movies that got recommended from IG videos. I watched The Last Shift, which is about a rookie that has to spend she spends the last shift in a closed down precinct that is relocated, but she has the last shift in this precinct that is haunted.
I saw that movie. I saw that one.
It was touted by this one IG as being one of the scariest movies they'd ever seen. Obviously, they haven't seen very many scary movies because although it does have a little bit of a twist at the end, I did not find it very scary. I watched Red Sonja. I had to suffer through commercials on Tubi to watch it, but by God, I said I was going to do it. I did not like it, mainly because I didn't like the actress choice for Red Sonja. I didn't think it fit. Oddly enough, I watched it with my wife and she loved it.
There you go.
She loved it. At the end, I was like, that movie kind of sucks. She's like, no, I like that movie. It was good.
Well, see, maybe that buys you a little bit of goodwill, Jedi, for the next movie that you pick.
All right. I guess, just don't know anything. I watched Play Dirty, which I can't even remember what that movie's about. It's on Prime. I cannot remember even. Honest to God, can't remember what the movie's about. I watched The Housemaid. Joe and I were talking about this on Tuesday. I enjoyed The Housemaid. I thought it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I did fast forward to about 15 minutes of it to try to get up to certain parts of it that I was more anxious to see.
That's fair.
But once it got to like the last 45 minutes, it was actually pretty good. Once it switched to the other girl's perspective and you kind of learned her backstory, I thought it got pretty good. And of course, then the end when they come together, et cetera, et cetera.
It was a nice little twist. I mean, it was somewhat predictable, but it's still at the same time, it's still a decent twist.
You say it's predictable. Maybe I'm just easily fooled. I did not necessarily see it coming. I was like, oh, okay. I thought she was. Well, I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't watched it, but I watched Arizona on Netflix with what's his nuts, Eastbound and Down guy. What's his name?
Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers. Yeah, Righteous Gemstones guy. What, I can't think of his name.
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Yeah. Have you watched Arizona? I thought it's just kind of stupid fun. It's just
no, but I will because I do love Danny McBride.
Yeah, if you like Danny McBride, watch it. It's just kind of Danny McBride. It's just kind of stupid Danny McBride fun. I watched The Domestics, which is an older movie about a kind of a dystopian kind of not really zombie, but post not apocalypse, but the U.S. had killed half the population of their for whatever reason, and now there was different
post-genocide or something like that.
Yeah. I watched Bang last night, which was a terrible movie. It was on Prime, but guess who loved it? My wife loved it. She thought it was a good movie. It was I put it on for her, right? Because my wife likes action movies. There was another movie I wanted to watch, but she didn't want to watch it because she likes action movies. So I was like, so I'm scanning through. I come across this on Prime. I was like, okay, looks like it might be a good action movie. I thought it was just very B movie, but she liked it. She thought it was a fun movie. So I was like, okay.
Well, you see, you're probably watching it like, okay, the plot, the action, the acting, and she's just watching it for the
She
action.
only cares about the action. That's all she cares about.
Yeah,
That's
so
all she
for
cares
her,
about.
yeah, it's gonna be a great movie because it had the action. You're pulling it apart, man. You're like, well, the acting sucked, the plot wasn't great.
I tell you what,
You know,
my wife, going back to the Housemaids, my wife and her friend went to the theaters to watch The Housemaid.
oh,
And I watched it alone for obvious reasons. No, I'm just kidding. I watched it alone because my wife was over at her neighbor's house with her. That's where her best friend lives. And there was a lot of like, my wife is the kind of person, she's Filipina, so she gets very excited during fight scenes. Like she'll like I mean, she's like, and just like yell and like
insert herself into the action.
She'll just like try to punch stuff. I don't get anywhere near her when we watch a movie. So, but she was just like, I can imagine my wife during that movie in the theater that people were probably looking at her like, you need to go. You need to get out of here. So I'm sure she was like kicking the chair in front of her. Last movie I liked that I watched that I actually watched with my wife, but I think she'd already seen it. Send Help with
I watched that today with my wife.
Was it Rachel what's her name?
Rachel
McAdams, yeah. I thought it was pretty good, although I don't want to go in. There is something I didn't like about it, but I don't want to go into it for spoilers. But I did not like the ending.
It was very straightforward and abrupt, and I was like, oh, okay, but it left me a little unsatisfied. But overall, I did enjoy the movie.
I thought it was listed as a horror comedy, which I was kind of like for a while. It does get kind of horror-ish at the end a little bit, but I didn't think it was not a whole lot of horror in it. And again, I thought, I mean, that's been out a while, but I thought I don't think she got the ending that she deserved. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
I thought she deserved it.
I'll agree with you on that. It was I was a little unsatisfied at the end based on.
But I thought she did a great job of acting. I thought brilliant acting in it. I thought
this one is directed by Sam Raimi.
Great.
So
I thought she was great.
Sam Raimi movie. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a fun watch. I laughed. There were a handful of times where I laughed quite a lot in the movie. It was good.
But that's it. Other than my usual stuff that I watch every week, like The Boys and things like that, and Mall, things like that. But I may be behind on Daredevil. Now that I think about it,
I watched the season finale on that. That was great.
Was that?
Yeah, I gotta watch the whole series.
Don't spoil it for me. I haven't watched. I actually forgot about it, so I guess I need to watch that.
It goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I was somewhat left unsatisfied with the ending, somewhat, but.
No, the ending had a lot of meaning to it. There's a lot of meaning to the ending.
Basically, yeah.
You think
if you read the comics, there's some stuff in the comics, but also, you know what? The Punisher special is coming out in like a week or so, like that. So it's going to be
next week. This the next week, right?
Next week, yeah. Apparently,
next week.
They're going to show how it fits into the MCU and how Frank Castle gets into the MCU, that type of thing.
I saw a little bit of a video. I don't even know how I stumbled across it. Anybody else like I'm looking at Dom mainly when I say this. Anybody excited about this Spider-Man Noir with
yes.
Oh yeah.
Cage.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
it looks awesome.
I'm kind of jazzed about it.
No, it looks awesome. I'm going to see it in black and white. The color. I want to see it in black and white the way it's meant.
Is that
to
on
be
Disney? What's that coming out on?
No, Prime.
Amazon.
And you know the crazy thing is, so apparently, you know, all the big rumors, the spec of Man Spider being in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Figure Man Spider-ish characters are in Spider Noir. So you're gonna get the scene in the jail cell. He's got the black symbiote suit. That's what they're hiding out. So you want it's.
I guess hopefully. I don't know anything about Spider-Man Noir, so I'll be watching it with fresh eyes.
Well, it's so Ben Reilly, you know, is a clone of Peter Parker. So Ben Reilly, so he was a clone that was made by the Jackal, and he got his own identity. But the whole thing is that Spider Noir. If you watched Enter the Spider-Verse, he was like one of the best characters in Enter the Spider-Verse. Nicolas Cage voiced him too. It was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Cosmic's going to be in Hawaii, but it's going to be on Hilo. I have never been to Hilo. I have never been to any other island. I'm ashamed to say I've never been to any of the other islands other than Oahu.
Damn, man.
I'm a little embarrassed to say that, but it's true.
You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed to say that, man. Come on, man.
Every time I think I'm going to take, they have a cruise that goes to all the different islands. Every time I tell myself I'm going to take one of the cruises, something terrible happens on a cruise ship, and I'm like, no, I don't want to get the Horta virus.
Hey, the hookah
virus.
But apparently, two people in Jersey have it now.
Thanks.
Two people in Jersey. It's all over the place. Like it's out. Yo, dude, listen, stop falling for that shit. Stop falling for it, because I'm telling you, they're gonna try to do the COVID virus all over again. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all unsettling. I tapped out of Ray Donovan Jedi after season 4.
That's about the right time to. That's about the right time to tap out.
Yeah, I kind of had enough. I was like, okay, yeah, you've done enough shit, so I tapped out of that.
There's another show coming out. I'm trying to think of another show that's supposed to be coming out. There's some other good stuff that should be making their way on TV soon. But the He-Man stuff is coming out. He-Man June 5th. He-Man, all the buckets. The buckets look pretty cool. For He-Man.
All the popcorn buckets. Yeah. I watched old shit this week. I watched Le Samurai, which is a French film noir, which is one of the best film noirs ever made, which is really fantastic. I watched Double Indemnity, Barbara Stanwyck, from the 1940s. Great. Billy Wilder movie. Screenplays co-written by Raymond Chandler. A lot of fun.
I subscribed to AMC Plus this week just so I could get Shudder. And one of the movies that I wanted to watch, because Google told me it was on Shudder, is not on Shudder, so I was pissed about that. But I'm sure there'll be other stuff on there that I want to get my horror fix.
Oh, you need to watch shit. What is it on? God, I gotta.
I want to watch Terrified. I probably watch Terrified
on my Instagram. It's a girl. It's called Dirk Gently Holistic.
Dirk Gently Holistic Detective.
I think I'm saying it right. I'm saying it wrong.
Holistic Detective.
Yeah. She's like a hit woman, and she's crazy. And it's like I just saw like a scene for it, and it looks good.
It's a funny series. Yeah. Jedi, now that you have AMC Plus, you have to watch the Creep tapes. The episodes are very short. It's based off the movie, but the show, you could just watch the show. It's a bunch of episodes.
Oh, is it called the Creep Show, or is it called the Creep?
No,
tapes?
It's called the Creep tapes.
The Creep tapes.
Basically, it's a serial killer who just invites people to his house to film and do different things, and then he kills them.
I don't like torture porn. Though. So if it's torture porn, I may not be into it.
But it's unbelievable. I laughed my ass off through the whole thing. It is funny.
I don't get into, but I don't like it.
And if you build yourself up to the last episode and can make it all the way, the last episode of the first season made me laugh so goddamn hard. It's just quite a weird, funny take on a serial killer show.
I think because we have a couple of our regular viewers that like horror. I know Tyson's a big horror guy. Not that I don't already do enough YouTubing during the week, but you should get a Stixs. Me and Tyson should do a horror live watch on your channel sometime.
Okay, let's do it.
I think that'd be fun. We'll bring Joe in, whoever wants to go. But I know Tyson's a horror fan.
Hey, Stixs, speaking about horror stuff, I was watching a YouTube video, and a guy like toy collection. He had the turtles. The Universal Monster turtles that came out a long time ago. The mummy looks pretty cool. It's expensive though. The mummy one.
The mummy, Michelangelo. Yeah.
Michelangelo mummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You're probably. I don't know.
I saw it. I was like, oh shit, man. Stixs should have that one, man.
I should. You're right.
I try.
Save your money.
Yeah.
The whole Hostel. Talking about torture porn.
Yeah.
Hostel and even Saw. Even Saw. Saw got to where I'm like.
I can't watch Saw.
It's just like I don't know. It's just
Creep Tapes is more funny because the setup is the
which is weird because I love
Terrifier
though.
Terrifier is worse than that.
Yeah, so I'm a little. I'm
comedic though, isn't it?
Let's watch Millipede. You see that movie Millipede, where they saw everybody's asses, their faces to their asses, and they make
Human Centipede.
Oh, the human centipede.
Is it? Yeah.
I scanned through that movie one time. I couldn't watch it. I scanned through it. I was like, yeah, okay.
What's going on here?
Some crazy shit, man.
I mean, I knew what it was about even before it's hard not to know what it's about.
There's a lot of zombie flicks coming out, Jedi. A lot of zombie flicks, new ones.
Yeah, they're still pay-per-view though right now, so I'm waiting.
Yeah. They just did an AI video. They did an AI outrun Milena, and apparently they did it like it was a horror flick, and it looked just like a cinematic zombie flick, and it was done by AI. And I'm like, damn, man, the AI is scary.
I want to watch a movie. I almost saw it in the theater, but we decided not. I was going to watch that while my son watched something else that I wasn't interested in. It's called They Will Kill You. It's got the girl that played Domino from Daredevil.
Oh, Zazie Beetz.
Yeah.
That looks good. I my wife wants to see it too,
lady.
so I'm excited about that.
Yeah. I was going to watch it because she was in it. I was like, damn, she's nice to look at.
Yeah, other than that, not too much.
But that's out, but it's still pay-per-view, so I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I wait till shit's free. I pay for too many streaming services to also rent movies.
Right.
She was in Bullet Train too. Yeah.
Yes. Which I people panned that movie. I enjoyed Bullet Train.
I love that movie. I think I watched it. If I watch a movie more than once, that means I really like it.
I watched it. I watched it again last week. I was like, I want to watch Bullet Train.
All right, that's Money Train. I'm thinking Money Train. I'm thinking Money Train.
You're thinking Money Train. Bullet Train, Brad Pitt and
Brad Pitt. Mm-hmm. In the same vein for me this week, I decided to watch yet another 50s sci-fi horror. So I watched The Attack of the Crab Monster.
Oh no!
From 1957.
Does that movie come with a free comb?
Well, it does.
I can picture Stixs watching these movies with popcorn, and just like popcorn flying.
The monster. It does star Russell Johnson. If you don't know who Russell Johnson is, he played the professor in Gilligan's Island.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah. So, same thing. Nice 50s schlock movie. I enjoyed it. So, it's free on Pluto TV if you want to watch it. So,
Pluto TV.
Pluto and Tubi are both great for finding stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody see the new trailer for Evil Dead, the Evil Dead movie?
I saw that. Yeah, no. I saw that.
No.
Yes, it looks.
The body, the blood was dropping down. The bodies, whoever was dropping down, and blood.
Anybody watch the last one? I don't. Evil Dead Lives or whatever or Rises.
I did watch the last one. It was it was actually pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet, so maybe I should watch it. I'm
traumatized. I don't think you need to.
I don't need to. Okay. I'd say Evil Dead traumatizes me because of my childhood. Because I grew up like out in the country. I'm talking about like out in the country, and now Evil Dead. Once the whole like Evil Dead 2 Army of Darkness stuff, it took a comedic turn. That's different. But the first Evil Dead that came out,
the first one it freaks you out.
Yeah, it was scary because I lived out in the country and we had a satellite dish. But my mom, God bless her, I shouldn't say she was too cheap because she got us a satellite dish, but she wouldn't get Spring for the remote control that would turn the dish by itself. So we wanted to go from one satellite to the other, go like HBO to Cinemax or whatever. Me and my brother, one of us had to go out there and crank that motherfucker.
Holy cow!
Had to turn it. And I'd watch The Evil Dead, and every time and it wasn't like, it was like maybe 50 yards from the house. And so we had to go out there, and the whole time I'm out there, I'm picturing that camera rise up off the ground and start like it did in Evil Dead. Scared shit out of me. I went like I was out of breath when I got back to the house because I ran the entire time, just like. And yeah, not that 50 yards. I was in good shape back then, but 50 yards at full sprint kind of shook the wind. But anyway, yeah, Evil Dead traumatized me even as a child. I probably shouldn't have watched it. I probably shouldn't have been allowed to watch it, to be honest.
It was great.
Nice. Well, hey, if you haven't yet, please sub up over at Rennavision, where you can see wonderful shows like The Qualified and all of the wonderful things that Pete drops up there all the time, all the fantastic recorded stuff, live shows, all kinds of good stuff. Sub up to Bruce over at Kingdom Nerds _, where he has a fun show on Fridays before our show. He has a Sunday show. No Sunday show this week though. And he's I know he has his Get Focked FOC show, and I think he's rolling out a few other fun little shows as well. So check it out. Check it out. You can always catch Stixs Boy on his channel on Tuesdays, where we do a little Doctor Who rewind. Always a fun watch. And you can join Stixs and Dom and Matt from Absolute Geek Podcast for their wrestling show off the mat. What's going on with the wrestling, guys?
We got Backlash tomorrow. Backlash.
Why would you ask that?
So we're gonna see who become Supreme wins.
Yeah.
Who keeps their job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on Thursday we went through the card for Backlash. We made our picks. Saturday night is Backlash. We will not be doing a watch along. We will be doing S&S on Saturday, but next Thursday we'll be doing the review of Backlash. See how we did with our picks.
Do you guys keep your running scorecard for the year of how your picks have done? Like
Stixs does
like on NFL Sundays where they show how well they've done so far.
Stixs has his,
I could do that. I could go back and watch it. I do not do that, but I could. That's a good idea, actually.
The overall winner of the year of the whole fact is that a lot of the guys that are on there now weren't there from the beginning. So
you can always start it up. That's always fun. Everyone loves it.
Tyson probably be on.
I think my the dish is not there, but I think the post is still there because it had a huge concrete slab that nobody wants to deal with now.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think the dish is there anymore.
Probably got a ton of rebar in that too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those mesh dishes. So I'm sure somebody took it for metal.
So, it's been recycled, sold for scrap. As always on Rennavision, on Fridays you could catch Pete's CBSI Hot 10, which normally drops sometime between 10 and 11 o'clock. You can always catch us 9:30 on Fridays. You can. You said there is an SNS tomorrow?
There is, yes.
So you can catch Stixs and Matt and Sam. Go at it on Saturday on S&S for all your non-sexually related comics.
Yeah. Very figuratively.
On Sunday, I'm sure there will be spirited debate about Maul on Tales from the Dark Side with Dom and
by spirited you mean a lot of yelling.
Marco.
I know what's good, and if they don't like it, screw them.
There you go. Stand your ground, Dom. Stand your ground.
Yeah. Don't give in to the hate.
And as always on Wednesdays, you can catch the Tax Show with Bruce, Dub, and Marco. I'm sure Marco will come up with some type of list that Bruce will have to rapidly put together sometime Wednesday before the show.
Wednesday afternoon.
And then he'll have him moving things on the thumbnail 2 centimeters to the left or right.
The only good person on the Tax Show is Dub. Dub is the only good person on that show. You got between Marco, the narcissistic Marco who thinks he knows everything, and you have Bruce who freaking always thinks about my pickle. So it's
even on the tax showing, he's talking about your pickle.
I don't know. They talk about shit. Once in a while, I'll catch.
Thanks,
my name is mentioned to all of Rennavision. So one way or the other, they say my name more than 3 times.
Yes, and I definitely want to thank Cosmic because Cosmic is trying to get us in touch with Stuart.
Not Tyson. I do love
to hopefully get him on the show, which would be nice, especially during this this Sonja run that he's had as well. He's a good guy, and he has some great work that, like I said, falls into our wheelhouse of our love of Vampy and Deja Thoris and Red Sonja. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, I do love Bruce. So he's a pain in the ass though. He's a good guy, though. He's a pain in the ass.
Bruce is a good man. He's a good guy. He likes to bust balls. All right, kids, you got anything else?
Nope.
Hey, listen. So before I go off the air, real quick. So I tried getting the Star Wars Celebration tickets.
Oh, here we go.
Biggest fucking disaster going.
Where is Celebration this year?
So Celebration.
I saw some videos about how fucked up it was. Yeah.
So
I saw a few.
So what happened was at 3:00, the tickets went on sale. Me and my wife dropped onto the into the queue at 3:00. Dude, 4.5 hours later, everything sold out. You didn't get no tickets. But meanwhile, half the freaking people I know got fucking Ruben got fucking tickets. He got tickets. He got passes. And then a couple other people on YouTube that I know, they got their passes. It's like
Ruben knows people.
I got people who live down the block from me. They got passes. How the fuck?
I saw a video. This lady was complaining. I assumed it was bots, where people were buying up 10, 30 tickets at a time.
20 tickets. You were able to buy 20 tickets at a time.
Yeah.
Dude, listen.
That's wrong.
So
That's
the 4-day pass was $290, right? Reselling $3,000 to $4,000. These fucking people are selling them for.
That's crazy.
The freaking goddamn the Jedi Master tickets that were $1,300, $23,000. Fucking absurd, man.
Well, I will say this, it has nothing to do with Star Wars, but I know most of our live audience, I think, is like in the Northeast or whatever. I'm not sure about our recorded people that watch us on the Rewind. I got my Dallas Fan Expo tickets today. Flights, hotel reservations are done. I will be there. So if you are a viewer and you are at the Dallas Fan Expo, let me know. I would love to meet you.
You probably see Ruben over there.
I see Ruben. I thought about that. Yeah.
But anyway, it was a disaster.
Joe said he's driving down.
It was a disaster. I'm like, I can't believe that I was in the queue for 4.5 hours, dude. 4.5 hours. And my wife couldn't get in it either. She was out of work. She stayed at work. She stayed at work until after 7:00 until these tickets went and nothing. So as we got in, Thursday sold out and then Sunday sold out. And it's like, so 4.5 hours.
Be there? Cool, Nerdy. Yep. We'll hook up.
It's
That's
just
crazy.
It was upsetting, man. And I really wanted to go. It was my first celebration, 50 years. You got all these fucking mooks and dumbasses that are going there that aren't even Star Wars fans that are getting there.
Oh, that sucks. That's kind of bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit, especially the secondary market.
Dude,
that markup is ridiculous.
It's absurd on what they sell these tickets for, man.
Yeah,
maybe
that market will calm down a little bit. You'll find something a little more reasonable.
Well, I'm hoping that I can get some tickets down the road. I hope there's some good people out there that actually know that I'm a huge Star Wars fan and that know me from the YouTubes and stuff like that, and finding in their heart, listen, I know somebody who has a ticket, and pay regular price for it, so I get to go to something that I'm passionate about in my 50 years of my life. I love Star Wars, so.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited that Flops is coming domestic to show up at a con.
Well, if he shows up in New York City Comic Con, I'll be there. I'll talk to him.
Yeah. I got to send Stixs some books.
Probably going. Yep, I'll probably be going. So,
sweet.
Get with him.
All right, kids. Well, we'll come up with something. I didn't even come up with something this week until Thursday, and it turned into us getting Flops on the show. It worked out pretty well.
Well, you know what they say: if you wait till the last minute to do something, it'll only take you a minute to do it. So
it's getting hard, man. It's getting hard coming up with stuff every week anymore. It's like some weeks it's like it hits you. Other weeks it's just I'm thinking about it all week because I want to get this shit done and out of the way. I hate doing it last minute, man. It worked out this week. So thank you, Flops, for hopping on.
Thank you, Flops. Exactly.
We definitely appreciate that, especially with that time difference. It was Nice of him to,
And,
to share some time with us as well. So until next week, kids, we shall see you later.
The qualified.